Hello everyone, Tim here. This video I'm going to make you kind of angry at me, or you'll end up agreeing. Who knows? Let's dive into this. So this video we're going to be talking about standard definition on Blu-ray. I know. I get it. Blu-ray is for high definition. We want everything in high def. We want every frickin' thing in the world that has ever been created to be in high def. Yada, yada, yada. I get it. But I recently picked up the Street Sharks Blu-ray right here. The complete series of Street Sharks in standard definition on Blu-ray, upgraded from the complete series on DVD from Mill Creek, spread across 3 DVDs. And I gotta say, I'm kind of sold on the concept of SD on Blu-ray. Fact of the matter is, certain shows, certain movies will never get that high-def treatment. It just won't happen. All the magical wishes upon stars you want, it just isn't going to happen. So something like a Street Sharks seemed pretty improbable to get that high-definition upgrade. And other cartoons of this ilk, like a Biker Mice from Mars, things like that, have very minimal chances. And tons of movies as well have very minimal chances. But my thought process more on this, it focuses towards TV shows, because I think that's where SD on Blu-ray can really shine as a secondary choice on, hey, the HD ain't coming. You can have this, or you can have this. And then you might be wondering, well, if they're both standard definition, what the hell does it matter? This is worth it. So, we got the DVD copy right here. The entire show is on 3 stacked discs right here on DVD. DVD, and if you want that, you can have it too. I don't even know if it works. That's the show digitally, regardless. But 4.7 gigabytes for a DVD. Even a dual layer is 8.5 gigabytes. But 4.7 gigs per DVD. You have the entire show spread across. Then you have this, which is on a BD 50 gigabytes versus like just under 15 gigabytes for the entire show. You get way more room to breathe on this. You get more room so you're not compressing the audio, you're not compressing the video as much. Just everything gets that little bit more room to breathe and not be compressed. Compression equals worse quality, which is what you get here. The artifacts in this, as you're watching, aren't as jittery as this. So besides having more room to breathe between video, audio, everything like that, another pretty prime benefit to all this, which this is the lazy part of me, caring about it, but the entire thing is on a single disc. So you can binge watch the entire thing on a disc versus 3 discs. In the end, that don't mean anything, but when you look at something like streaming, where people just press play and it just goes and goes and goes, it's a selling point to some people. Would I rather this in HD? Of course, I'd rather everything in HD, but fact of the matter is, that ain't happening. I also then think about, with this entire concept, realistic chances of this are next to nothing, but I think about a show like Buffy. I freaking love Buffy. We are probably never getting it on Blu-ray. I'd be shocked if we get Buffy on Blu-ray. Absolutely shocked. This isn't in HD on any streaming services either. So you're watching standard definition regardless on how you're watching. You watch on Netflix or wherever, you watch on disc, you're watching standard definition. This can really benefit as well from the room to breathe of the discs. When you can shove an entire season on a disc or 2, you can release just one single packaging of the entire series on a disc or 2 in standard def. Would be pretty great, to be honest. It would be still the best it can look, considering we don't have there was HD masters. I don't know whatever happened to them. They were all like botched, where they were lightened up dark scenes, so Angel's in the middle of broad daylight as a vampire. I never got to see those besides little clips on YouTube. I don't know where those HD masters are, but they're not on streaming, they're not on disc. But yeah, I think about something like that, and I think something like Buffy would be pretty great to at minimal SD on Blu-ray, because I got these big chunky things, the Blu-rays, and sometimes I would just like to pop it in, like, hey, I can click play on the whole season on one disc. And then we got a show like Coach. Coach was brought fully to DVD by Milk Creek in their absolutely horrendous. Milk Creek's packaging is next level awful. For their TV shows, oh my god, these suck. Everything about the packaging on this is awful. But you get it super, super cheap, which is its one benefit, but the whole show, it's never coming to Blu-ray. It never will come to Blu-ray. I'd be shocked if this ever gets an HD master. So this, all being shoved onto like just a couple of Blu-ray discs, this would be, probably maybe like a 3 or 4 disc set. You could have the whole show, and it could be kind of like this. More room to breathe instead of just shoving a whole bunch of episodes per disc. That would be pretty cool. So I'd like to know your thoughts on, do you like the idea of SD on Blu-ray at all? Are you just purely, I only want everything in HD? Because I would too. But I don't have fairy dust to make that stuff happen, and neither do you. Sad reality is a lot of this stuff, it's DVD for good. It's SD for good. So I would really dig, giving that stuff just a little bit more room to breathe without having to compress it to the discs. And I get the benefit of just whole season is on one disc. That's pretty cool. I think that would be a pretty cool direction to go, to be honest. If I was a Mill Creek or one of the other people putting out complete series often, I would aim that way if I couldn't get the HD masters. It's just something, it's a wishful thinking type thing. Let me know your thoughts down below on this. Like I said, you might be angry at the whole concept of standard definition should die off, and you want it all in HD, but I'm being a realist here. I want to see more releases like this when SD's the only shot, the only chance. Give me like Biker Mice from Mars and the Godzilla cartoon that came out also by Mill Creek, kind of like this. Stuff like that. Give me it all. The Mummy cartoon, Jackie Chan Adventures, all that stuff. It's not getting HD. That would be awesome to be on a Blu-ray, just the whole series. So that's all I've got. Just a little thing that popped into my mind. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.